Welcome back to another episode of World-Beater Wrestling here at the EPW School of Pro Wrestling in Malaga. Now we're working through a sequence of moves today, as I always like to do, going from a takedown to another transition from the ground and then finishing off with a submission. Now the takedown we're using is from a waistlock when your opponent has you locked in. The submission we're using targets the arm. It's a bridging hammerlock. So the way we're going to start this, if our opponent has our waistlock, the one thing that I always see a lot of that really bugs me is the way people break the lock. Because yes, they target the grip, which if you go back to one of our previous episodes, that's what I did explain is the first thing you should always target. But they don't use their hips. And really, if you use your hips, it doesn't require a lot of muscle or force. So anytime we break a lock, what I like to do is I look at the hand that's on top, and that's the one I need to strip away. So my opposite hand, I'll push, it's like a C shape, I'll push the C in, and then from here, all I need to do really is to hip hinge as I push out. Now for this takedown, I want to isolate the arm. So what I'm going to do is, from the waistlock, I'm going to put my opposite arm in between our bodies. And this just ensures that it stays locked in tight. So one hand on the grip, one hand in the body, I'm going to hip hinge. And then from here, the way I go down is very similar to a headlock takedown, where I'm going to go down to both knees. My hand is going to base on the ground, and I'm going to drag this arm over my body. So from the waistlock, get that grip in, behind the back, pop the grip. Now with this one, you can, as you're going over, you could lock the arm on. So you could get that standard figure 4 grip. The only issue with that is, if you do that, you have no stability with the takedown. So what I like to do is tuck it real tight between the bodies, release the grip, so I can base, drag them over, and when we do that, we will end up in this position. I can lock it on from here, but I want him on his stomach. So the way I do that, from this position here, I'll lock the grip, I'll do a shoulder roll over my left shoulder. To here. Now from this position, all I have to do, keeping it locked on, is drag them up. Now to finish it off, I'm going for a hammerlock. This is the hammerlock position. So from here, I'm going to hammerlock the arm. My right hand is going to go inside of the grip, hooking their tricep. I place my head in the mat. I bridge over into the bridging submission. Now let's take it a little bit quicker this time. So we'll go from the waistlock again. From this position, break the grip, lock the arm up tight, and follow, lock it in, over the shoulder, transitioning through, hammerlock, bridging stretch. If you want to place more torque, you can use your other hand and lock your hands together on the tricep.
If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button, spread the word, and if you have any questions or requests for World Beater Wrestling, don't be afraid to comment below.